of all the YouTube channels to be sent to, it just had to be this one. Like and subscribe.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another I'm Writer video today where we talk about Kingdom Hearts 4 and everything that you're going to need to know. With episode 1, we're going to be starting out with the Master of Masters and everything that is important to understand with him about the Union Cross story. In the beginning, when the Master was a boy, there was a Keyblade war between light and darkness. Luxu asked him if these darknesses were monsters, and the Master responded that darkness is not monsters like the Heartless, but they were kind of like people, but they were a collective darkness. The Master never confirms if he was fully human, just that he was once a boy. The Master once had a discussion with Darkness, and told Luxu that it's not really a conversation, as darkness is out for itself and is incapable of understanding a perspective outside of what makes it survive. However, this is a fault for the darkness. It realizes that light is trying to destroy it, unable to understand how it's possible. Darkness is able to communicate with people as darkness has been watching humanity for a long time. Luxu inquires if the dandelions are in trouble, and the Master confirms that they could be, while also acknowledging that darkness doesn't like those who are pure of heart. The Master also mentions at another time that a future tells that light will continue to exist, even if he skipped over the parts outlining the particular fate of certain individuals of these dandelions. The Keyblade War is not about to start. In fact, the Master believes that his plan may finally end it, as the Keyblade War has been going on for centuries and centuries in the Kingdom Hearts timeline, before anything we've seen in our timeline. All of Kingdom Hearts is to the Master's loose plan. This includes everything from Union Cross all the way to Kingdom Hearts 3 and going into Kingdom Hearts 4 that we have not yet seen. The Union Cross Keyblade War will end the world as they know it and start a new world. The worlds will become scattered instead of a collective. And now these worlds exist, and Keyblade wielders can travel to them as they progress through their own time. This is the Disney worlds that we visit from Birth by Sleep all the way to Kingdom Hearts 3. Before that, they had to use the Book of Prophecies to visit these worlds, and they were only mere projections that they could visit from the future. The Master of Masters set up his 5 Union leaders and gave them roles so that they would train wielders and pass on light. Ava specifically, to have a union to pass light on to the next world. The Master would disappear during this time and allow the Keyblade wielders to become the cornerstone of the new world. Some Keyblade wielders will be barred from going home. What? Kind of like Sora is barred from going home currently in Quadratum, right? Just thought that was interesting. At this point, I would like to remind everyone that if you're enjoying yourself and you've watched this far in the video, please give this video a like and subscribe, as my videos aren't really getting pushed out to the broader algorithm. I really need the support, and it would mean so much to me if you could do so. Thank you so much. Wielders will defeat darkness, not him, or his apprentices. The assumption here is that Sora will be the one to defeat the darknesses either on his own, like the secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 implies, or with his friends at another time of Cross, and will have to be defeated after this time has ended. The Master's influence can be seen all the way to the present tense of the series. Darkness, after all, has not yet been defeated. Luxu doesn't understand, but the Master of Masters tells him to wait, and his plan will become clear in time. The Master tells Luxu in order to defeat darkness, he needs to be patient and wait multiple lifetimes. This is kind of like part of Luxu's role, where he's going to have to go from vessel to vessel, all the way from Luxu as he was known in his time, all the way to Brig, all the way to his reveal at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, where he tells everyone that he's Luxu. We need to abandon our world and the notion of time and what separates our world. Whatever that means, really, honestly. But we'll probably have to wait for Kingdom Hearts 4, as this sounds like, classic foreshadowing. The Master tells Luxu to be careful, as the war against darkness has gone on for a long time, and darkness shed its form and started attacking people's hearts instead of the bodies. Claiming many of the Master's allies without form, the darkness would lose its individual will. Darkness began as 13, and then spread through the world and became a single darkness. The darkness that gave up their form became the Heartless, while the others gained their own personalities. For example, Vanitas in Kingdom Hearts 3 could be destroyed, and in theory the darkness that has taken him could have been vanquished forever. Although, slaying Heartless with a Keyblade does not destroy that darkness. So the Master needs to do something a little more spicy. This is where the 7 of them all come in. He trained them to be resilient fighters that wouldn't just become possessed, but also to withstand the darkness that will possess them in the first place. This darkness will take over their hearts in Kingdom Hearts 4 and beyond. This isn't just the Master's plan. This is war. Between people and something different. The 7 of them will contain the strongest of the 13 darknesses, go their own way, and deal with them, and then come back. Of the last 6, 5 will feed on the Dandelion leaders, and 1 will get trapped in this world. The world made of data from the Union Cross, the same world that traps Maleficent in the next video, which, if you want to see that, you're gonna have to subscribe. And remember, please like this video as well, that also helps me out a lot. So thank you so much, dear viewer. This is the true purpose of the Keyblade War. It is the only way. The traitor listed in the Book of Prophecies was there to plant doubt in the hearts of the foretellers for darkness to feed on. This was the only way for them to become possessed in the first place. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is literally only the first part of all the necessary information you will have to know in order to understand Kingdom Hearts 4. I really appreciate everyone who got this far from watching all the way to the end. Thank you so much, and have a good rest of your day.